Hey, everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports.
Coach, is the 2019 regular season. Season starts speeding toward a conclusion. Not too many games remain to be played here in Oakland, California. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Oakland Raiders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. And that'll be incomplete. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Maurice Hurst able to record his 5th sack of the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. So Dalton now. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. To throw here, Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Dalton gives to Bernard. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Dalton here from the gun. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Clelin Ferrell in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Third and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And a bit of a daunting task here for this offense as they'll start out at the 1-yard line.
I guess you could easily say there's a whole lot of real estate in front of them if they want to cheat.
And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. They made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Clelin Ferrell picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Passing, it's Dalton. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. We'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a third and goal. Dalton on third and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Bullock will put this one through, and the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10.
Give me that ball, defense. 93.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Nick Perry, the outside linebacker. To try again after the sack. Carr. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line. Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Curtis Riley. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Bernard. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. But big man P.J. Hall had the path to the QB there. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Andy Dalton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cleveland Farrell getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Matt Weil now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're still looking at 0 on the scoreboard, and they're going to be hard-pressed to do anything with his field position as they'll start at their 1-yard line.
This almost feels like you're trying to climb Mount Everest because they can put together a decent drive, get a couple of 1st downs, maybe a 3rd one, and still not even get to midfield. That's a daunting task for this offense.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Here's Carr to throw. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Carr now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And he'll find Hall. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Marvin Hall, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here we go with a player spotlight, and we shine that spotlight on Andy Dalton. He's been pretty good when he's had time. The issue is, as we see here, a lot of times he hasn't had the time.
And a lot of that in getting past it is attitude. How's he projecting? Is he showing that the other team is getting to him? Is he showing his guys up front that he's upset, that he's angry? Or is he still encouraging? Because those guys, they've got to find a way to pick it up, and it always happens a little bit better if they feel like their quarterback's on their side.
So far, 5 sacks against him. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Dalton now to pass. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. Now the ball comes loose, and the Raiders pick it up, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Here's Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Carr. Able to find Isabella.
Watch the pass.
Check Mike 50. Hey, Delta. 54.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran safety Malcolm Jenkins who got a hand in there to disrupt it.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Now Carr again. And it's caught. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. A reminder that coming up later tonight, a good one on Sunday Night Football. We'll see what could have been a playoff matchup a season ago. The Bears and the Rams from L.A. And then tomorrow night, Monday Night Football from down in Mexico. Mexico City, to be precise. The Chiefs and the Chargers going at it. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people?
Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Cleveland Farrell. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now a carry for Bernard. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Open man is Noah Brown. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Noah Brown, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And it's up. This is good, and it makes it a 16-10 game now. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tyrell Williams heading back out onto the field now. Not only does he not have a catch, I don't think he's been targeted in this game, but they're winning.
And if you ask a receiver of his magnitude, he'll tell you that it's because everyone is focused on him anyway. Okay, you've taken it away. No catches, no targets, but we're still winning. I've opened things up for the rest of my team. I know how receivers think.
They've been using him as a decoy, and effectively so. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Carr now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coach. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The 3rd time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the 3rd.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
Getting ready to go again. Here's Andy Dalton marching back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now.
And the Raiders have got him. Cleveland Farrell, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Tyrell Williams heading back out onto the field now. 2nd quarter, a guy like him, no catches, so that's the surprising part. But they're winning, so maybe they've been able to do some other things effectively, I guess.
And they found other ways, haven't they? Because the receivers will tell you, offense needs to run through us, but they're managing to get it done in this ball game without having to actually do that. I wouldn't expect them to stay silent for the rest of the game.
Yeah, you got to think that his first catch is coming at some point. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down. Carr now on 1st down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Carr to throw again. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 30 yards there. So we come upon halftime. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the 2nd half is now underway. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive step.
He's got a man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the 2nd half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you, because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this 2nd half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 5 now. Dalton. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 12 yards that time at a Cincinnati 1st down.
Got to love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 33. They'll run it here with Bernard. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Again, here's Bernard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Dalton here from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Going up top, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Carr. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, trying to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 30 yards there, and of course the 1st down as well. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, it's Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their
rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
53 some money. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 36.
He completes it to Tate. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Dalton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means other guys on his team helped him out a lot. But they occupy people.
Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. But fortunately, he's able. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal.
Hey, Charlie.
Following the fumble recovery, Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2 for Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Taking it about the 16. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, but you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play. Carr now on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Now Carr. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
On 2nd and goal, Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guy. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start. And he's going to go down again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And the pressure gets to him again.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Carr going to throw, and he'll find Hall. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland 1st down. On 1st down, Carr. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Into the red zone, it's Carr. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, Somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move it.
And got his man complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That goes for a gain of 31. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. So Dalton now. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very...
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. This will be taken at the 10. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, this is caught inside the 15. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We call that sack block.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time it's a sack.
And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. 3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Carr going to throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right. That's caught inside the 20. 39 yards there. A big one. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much since. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals will get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th. But they didn't get it.
Guaranteed.
Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to